all icons are good. Trinkets.
All right, teams are leaving the base. Yeah, trinkets are being bought.
Trinkets bought.
Good early game stuff.
Doran's items being bought. There was a little bit of nerf to the Doran shield a couple days ago. The Doran shield lost about 20 health on its start, and lost a little bit of its health regen as well. So it's not as solid as the start as it used to be. It's still a good item though. But as you can see, Dick Nixon's decided to take the Cloth 5 start, a little bit of an old school start, and there's going to be a grouping coming out from McKinley into this tri-bush lane, or tri-bush area in the bot lane.
They're going to be kind of going maybe for that Ezreal a little bit, see if they can sneak up on him, but he's got pretty good vision of the river.
Yeah, let's see. What did Ezreal start? He hasn't started anything. He just started Arcane Shift, and he's going to get out of there.
Yeah, it's a good move.
Yeah,
good play by him.
We saw that last game from Tweetus. He did not. He actually started. What was it? Yordle snap traps on his Caitlyn, so he had to blow his flash early. This time, decided to wait it out a little bit, and that's what most players, especially professional players, do. They'll wait to take their skills until they absolutely need to, and it paid off this time as he didn't have to blow a flash. He used Arcane Shift.
Yeah, now they're just kind of roaming to their buffs. You know, early game stuff.
Yeah. And this is going to be the same jungle route as last game. Blue side starting the red buff, red side starting the blue buff, and they're going to mirror each other's jungle routes. So we might be seeing a double gank in top lane as well as we did. We did last game as well. I said as well twice. What am I doing? Well, just say it. I'm stupid.
Sorry. Oh, I thought you wanted me to say as well. I was going to say as well, but.
I would appreciate that too, but I don't. Like I said, the world's
try to give you a lifeline, but
it's all right. I don't. Yeah, I dug my own grave. I just buried myself in it too. Why not?
I really like Yasuo's animations. He has a huge sword. It leaves like blood marks after he auto attacks a minion.
Yeah,
that's a cool dude.
And he yells like Lee Sin is I don't know. He has all sorts of things that he yells, which I will avoid yelling to avoid making a fool of myself. I might yell. Yeah, right. I might yell it. I'm already a fool. What am I talking about? I might yell it once or twice. He yells like Wasagi or whatever it is.
Yeah, once or twice,
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Keep it at a minimum.
He actually has quite a bit of damage going on to Besu right now. So Besu not finding the healthy end of these trades. Both junglers are taking their opposite buffs from before, so I think they're going to be roaming up top like they did last time here.
Yeah, they're going to meet again. Oh, unless... No. He's going to go for golems.
Yeah. But it looks like Blue Gina is going to be up there. He's going to walk right through lane. Fantastic, getting locked down by Dick Nixon. There's a repel coming up. And I think Dick Nixon might be having to blow a flash here. And he's going to slice out, and he's going to try to dice as well. I don't think he got the dice, actually. There's the flash. The Cocoon did miss. And now Young J 808 is up there.
Yeah, Dick Nixon taking a lot of damage that top lane.
Yeah, and having to blow his summoner spell. So that's going to be an advantage going over too. Fantastic. Early on. Oh, and actually, I'm going to move that. Direct camera went back to bot lane. I'm going to move back top lane. Repel lane on Dick Nixon. There's a Young J 808. Landed a Sonic Coconut and a Resonating Strike onto Blue Gina, but they're both just backing off here. Fantastic's the only one really getting the advantage here, as he hasn't lost any health. While both junglers and Dick Nixon's lost quite a bit of health so far. And there's the health being ticked down by him. And there's going to be a first blood coming out. Who's going to go to? Fantastic picks it up first. And Dick Nixon actually did Young J 808 picking up the kill there. But Dick Nixon going to actually pick up the kill there. The minion's going to tick down. Yeah, 4 people dying.
My God.
Both junglers.
That was...
Yeah, there are no buffs on the map now.
We shouldn't have said that top lane wasn't exciting, because obviously that was... Yeah, that was pretty intense up there. A lot of trading happening.
Yeah, a lot of trading. Both junglers dying. Both top laners dying. Both buffs going over, switching to people, then falling to whatever holy heaven that Summoner's Rift has, the buff heaven. And yeah, so both junglers are going to be set back, and both top laners are. Let's face it, that didn't affect them at all. They're just going to do the same thing to do anyways.
Yeah, no. I'd like to say mid lane, Yasuo is doing really well against Orianna, which is kind of a surprise, seeing as how she has the advantage of range.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's just able to really kind of take her down. Both mid laners being Bot lane, I don't know. Bot lane is bot lane. They're just hanging out, you know.
Yeah.
A very passive lane, even though everyone has Ignite pretty much.
Young J808. There's a flash going over the wall from Fantastic. Young J808 misses Sonic Coconut, so he's not going to be able to follow it up and pick up more damage there. Both top laners picking up a... Oh, there's a Mystic shot being dodged out by the headbutt. But either way, both top laners picking up a giant spell whenever they came back. So they both have that health advantage. Was that ward in the bush? Couldn't tell. Either way, yeah, it is.
Yes.
There you go. Trickster being knocked back into the turret, taking a couple turret shots, and Tweetus being condemned back. And it is interesting to note that a Vayne is out farming an Ezreal right now. So I do enjoy seeing a very aggressive Vaynes because they can do something fantastic. Blue Gina up top, both junglers really focusing this top lane right now.
They're trying to make it exciting.
Well, yeah, I know, and I guess the people have been upset about us calling them boring, but they're not. They're showing them they can't. They're not boring. But either way, that leaves bot lane to allow themselves to overextend. Blue Gina getting locked down. Dick Dixon picking up the kill with the Call of the Meek. Wasn't able to get out of there. The flash was up. She was going to try to flash over the wall, but was locked down a little bit too much. And there's Wasagi coming out, knocking up Besu. I said it. I don't care.
You did. No, that's fine. That was good. You know, maybe a little louder, more spirit in it, but Wasagi. It's a weird thing to shout, really.
I don't know. I don't know what the guy. I haven't read his backstory. I know he has a little bit of a backstory with Riven, but I don't know.
Yeah?
I don't know what his story is, why he yells these things, what his origins are. I don't know anything about him really. I just know he has something to do with Riven. Like they're like rival lovers. I think. I don't know. I might be making that up. I know they're like rivals of some sort.
That sounds like the fan fiction I've been writing.
Oh,
Riven
really?
X Yasuo.
No. Do tell.
Oh. No, my real fan fiction is, you know, like fucking Kassadin X. Kassadin. Two Kassadins.
None of that
Makes
naughty,
for a Riven tale.
None of that weird naughty fan fiction. Let's talk about it later. There was a knock-up and last breath going on in the bot lane. That's the advantage of having an Alistar with a Yasuo. And images does fall to Worst Smiter in A. Trickster left in a bad situation as well. As Worst Smiter in A just going to dash through anywhere he can. Like you said, there's a dash. You can dash to anybody once. And it's up quite a bit. Sonic Coconut, barrier being baited out. Both flashes going down. Not a kill being picked up, though. But there's Repel coming in from Blue Gina. And actually blew a flash there as well to pick up the Repel. But did get the kill out of it, so it might be worth.
Yeah, I think Yasuo, he's definitely relying on other people having some sort of form of knock-up to proc his ult. Even though he does have his own form, it's not 100%, seeing as how you do need the stacks of his Q.
Yeah, and it's on a relatively low cooldown as well. Dick Dixon getting quite a bit of damage taken down to him. He does have his Dominus up, but Fantastic has Dragon Form up. It's going to be interesting to see how they play this one out. But there's going to... I shouldn't have counted on them to actually go aggressive on that. They're just going to back off.
They're just, we went over this. They're just going to hang out.
Yeah, I know. If there's not a jungler up there, who cares? Oh, here we go. Dick Nixon, there's Dominus being popped. Dragon Descent coming out. Knight going down on Dick Nixon. I don't think it's going to be enough to kill him, though. Yeah. And we're back to it.
And they're going to back off.
Just Call of the Meek. Going to sustain them through a little bit here. And, yeah, farm under tower. Farm under the tower. No worries.
Sounds about right.
Another day
Sounds
at the office.
about right.
Another day at the top lane office.
Yeah, Vayne is still out farming this Ezreal. You know,
despite
just
dying.
a casual 18 farm. Yeah, despite dying, it's really quite impressive.
Yeah, and going a little bit of a different route from the build as last time. Actually, no, that's actually I forgot that the Vamp does build in Blade of the Ruin King. So we still might see Blade of the Ruin King 2 Phantom Dancers like we saw earlier. I don't think we will, but you never know. I'm sure we'll see at least a Blade of the Ruin King and Phantom Dancer, if nothing else. Or Static Shiv.
Yeah. Or Static Shiv. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, and we just actually saw an example as to why Yasuo is beating an Orianna in mid lane. The dashes are a little bit too much to keep up with. To land Orianna balls, rather, the command distance and attack.
Yeah, it gives them a really huge amount of mobility, as well as a gap closer to get in close to the ranged.
Yeah, and like I said, you can pretty much dash to any character, any object at least once within like a 5 to 10 second period. I don't know when the cooldown is, kind of like Udyr's bear stance, but it's an incredible mechanic.
It looks like Orianna kind of stuck in mid lane. Looks like Yasuo is trying to do something. I was killing a war. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, I think he was the one to roam, but notice he walked over the ward, decided to take it out. Usually that ward is very beneficial because usually nobody ever goes in there, but where Smiter NA decided to get the better end of that one and actually get the.
Yeah, got that 30 gold, man.
Yeah, it's worth something. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's just back in lane, bottom lane. Blue Gina tried to gank, but you know you're not really going to gank an Ezreal.
Yeah, it's hard to gank an Ezreal, especially with a protector like Big Cow down there, gonna pulverize you and headbutt you back.
Yeah, Alistar is definitely good at peeling things off of his carry.
Yeah. There's a fantastic Sonic Coconut does land. There's the Dragon's Thing coming out, but it gets locked down anyways. Ignite being popped and a flash being blown as well from him. But Sonic Coconut lands again, and the red buff actually ticked down on him and got the kill. Fantastic, not having a good time up in that top lane.
Now, Young J808 though is definitely showing his dominance as a Lee Sin player. Oh, hey, Dragon.
Yeah, first Dragon of the game going over to McKinley. And the first tower might be going over to Punahou. Punahou.
Yep, Punahou. Yes, indeedy. Looks like, yeah, some mid-lane aggression coming from Blue Gina, though she's just kind of roaming around. The top tower is going to go down to Dick Nixon.
There's the knockout going over. It looks like Blue Gina is going to hang around there. Might be looking to come back over to Worst Smiter NA. Not really sure what he's doing. The wave is pushed all the way up.
They'd have to dive if they wanted to kill Worst Smiter NA, but that definitely wouldn't be the best idea.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be very beneficial to him. As pretty sure he can knock him up and get the last breath underneath turret, and that would not be a very good situation for either Blue Gina or Besu. But he's going to back off, and Blue Gina goes back to her jungle. His jungle, rather.
Yeah, Young J808 is going to be in mid lane, helping out, you know, the tower, keeping it from not dying. But it kind of helps everyone else know that there isn't a roaming Lee Sin. Though he will go into his own jungle now.
Yeah, and he's actually building a little bit more offensively, saying getting that Spirit of the Elder Lizard rather than the Ancient Golem. And he's walking past the ward. Blue Gina knows he's there. Cocoon lands, so does Sonic Coconut. And actually, Resonating Strike going to be followed up there. He has quite a bit of damage going behind him because of the Elder Lizard, so I think he can duel Blue Gina if he wanted to. But they're just both going to back off there. And same story as normal in top lane. No worries, easy peasy.
He might actually go for Blue Gina's red buff. It is up now, and he did spot it out with his Sonic Coconut.
Yeah, so he's hanging around there, and he's actually starting it right now. Blue Gina is making his way around there. He knows he's there. Sees that the minions are attracted to something here. Walks into the bush, smites it, doesn't get it though. I think Young J808 actually got that. Oh my gosh, two-shot barrage not being enough, but Young J808 dueling no problem. And there's Images going to try to pick up the kill, getting the third Silver Bolt proc, flashing over the wall, and Images going to pop her ult, go through with it here. There it is, kill picked up for Images. Going to run into an edge here, see if Slaughter and Worst Smiter NA can take him out here. No, he's actually he's very elusive, going to get away.
Oh yeah, except Trickstar getting caught.
There's the last breath. Solar Flare not hit anyone, but the flash from Worst Smiter NA gonna get out of the shockwave, but it might not be enough. Images picking up another kill, 2-1-0 right now. Gonna look for another kill onto Slaughter here. Dick Nixon in the fray here. He's gonna have to dash over, and that's the Images. It cannot be locked down right now. He has his Bill Water Cutlass, didn't even use it.
Yeah, no, Vayne, just tumble is enough to really keep him away from most enemies.
Yeah, I was able to pick up 2 kills there in the kind of a awkward situation for him. I'm really surprised. So good job to Images there. Picking up 2 kills when it looked like he probably should have died, honestly.
And X-Fantastic just, farming up that top lane, kind of help her keep up with the Renekton that has 2-1-2 compared to her 1-2-1. It's going to help her get some more CS, even though Renekton is still up in the lead when it comes to CS.
By 3.
Well,
not so much.
That's like 50 gold.
Yeah.
That could matter one day. You never know.
I'm sure it does. Either way, the story of the top lane, the gold actually is in favor of Dick Nixon right now, as he has got those 2 kills and 2 assists on his side. And might be looking for a 3rd kill here, but I don't think it's going to come out right now, so you kind of have to just poke somebody down on top lane before anything really major happens. So, yeah,
top lane might be a little too beefy to really kill, even though Dick Nixon is taking some damage. Yeah, Blue Gina's coming in.
Gina's up there. There's a Zenith Blade onto Slaughter here. A lot of damage going on to him, and he actually, Trickster did pick up the kill. Solar Flare being used, condemned to the wall onto Twittis. Meanwhile, though, in the mid lane, top lane, there's also action going on. but Last Breath going to finish off Besu in the mid lane. Worst Smiter NA picking up a kill there. And Blue Gina and Fantastic not able to pick up a kill on top lane. So Dick Nixon holding it. Cocoon lands. Dragon is out. Dominus has been popped, so there's nothing there. He might have to let this tower go.
Yeah, Dick Nixon is really just kind of, he's tanking it out. I mean, he's definitely trying to keep this tower alive, but I don't think he's going to be able to survive Blue Gina and X Fantastic. Though mid lane tower is going to go down for McKinley, which is unfortunate for them, but top lane does go down for Punahou.
Yeah, so towers being traded. Mid lane turret, a little bit more presence in the map, but I think that gold's still pretty even in both teams. Only 700 gap, not too bad. 6 kills to 7, 1 turret to 2. Dragon's going to be up in almost about a minute 10 seconds.
Yeah, and I think that's when we're going to see our next big contention. With these teams, you kind of tell that, you know, they tend to, most of their biggest team fights happen at Dragon. Or at least the shifts of power, because they both know how important Dragon is.
Yeah, that's definitely a story of the last game. We'll see if it hasn't been too much of a story yet. We'll see if they want to try to continue that trend now that top lane turrets are down. That might bring Fantastic and Dick Nixon down. Actually, it looks like Dick Nixon's getting the red buff for himself.
Yeah, man, he needs it. Screw Lee Sin.
I was actually surprised. I was like, he's in there, but he's not really. You know, Rectans aren't known for their auto attack presence, like
not so much,
like a Lee Sin or even a Yasuo. Whatever, he's gonna take it. I'll at least keep Blue Gina from trying to steal it away. Obvious goal here. Slider trying to get in. Exhaust being brought down. There's the Last Breath. Last Breath range so high. Images getting taken down.
It's huge.
Yeah, Images gonna miss the True Shot Barrage just by a little bit there. Trickster might be in a bad situation, or they might both just get out. Blue Gina rather. My bad. I'm pretty sure that's like, 'cause like I've been thinking that this entire time. Like he named him that for a reason. I've been trying so hard to say Blue Gina, and I finally slipped up. Congratulations, you got me. Either way, Fantastic was down there as well. Nothing really happened besides me.
Nothing happened. Well, they're gonna be able to get Dragon. I mean, with with Images at such a low health, they won't be able to contest this. Yeah. Blue Gina though is right on the other side of that wall.
Are we just gonna make that a real thing, or are we just gonna call it?
I don't know.
Call it like it is.
Shouldn't. But
I know he did that on purpose. Either way, we'll say Elise is getting caught out here. And there's a Last Breath on 3 members of McKinley, and that just destroyed them. Oh my goodness, Last Breath is a devastating maneuver, but Besu is able to pick up a kill on the Slaughter. Fantastic, probably not going to survive this. Did flash, but not flashing over the wall. And actually, no, the Command Protect going to help him out there. Besuo in a bad position, but I don't think anything's going to follow up there. That was what was that, 3 for 1? And that was
about, yeah.
Last Breath.
That Last Breath was devastating, really.
Yeah, that was crazy. That's the synergy they wanted this entire time from Slaughter, and to get in there, knock people up, and use that Last Breath and destroy health bars. And that's exactly what they did. He already has a BF sword and Static Shiv in his name.
Yeah, no, that definitely worked out for them. Yeah, Yasuo's Last Breath has been playing into a lot of his ganks, you know. Alistar only has to knock someone up, and with that range, he can easily traverse into the lane, even if he's near bottom river. Yeah, very impressive.
That will give the gold swing over to McKinley, though, as they did get that dragon as well. So,
yeah, that was a very good time for McKinley.
Yeah, or no, not.
Not McKinley.
Not McKinley. Punahou. My bad.
Yes,
I keep saying Punahou. I don't know why I do that. Punahou. I feel like my grandma. You tell her like, it's not this way, Grandma. It's this way. Man, she'll say Winder or something stupid like that. Anyway, enough talking about my grandma. I do love her. Anyway, Punahou. Yeah. So Punahou did got the gold swing in their favor after that dragon and team fight. So I mean, they're getting a little bit of advantage trying to stretch it out into this mid-game, as mid-game is approaching itself here.
Yeah, it was a really bad time for Images as well. I mean, he kind of just died, came back into lane, and then died again. It was unfortunate, especially as a Vayne. You don't want that to happen, really.
Oh,
any character.
Perfect Solar Flare landed onto Twittis, but not much being followed up from it. Where's Smiter? NA is there, got the Last Breath down. Blue Gina picking up a kill onto Twittis as he got knocked back in by Slaughter. Where's Smiter? And I picked up another kill, though. Flashing over to Trickster. Young J 808 is there now. Gonna try to slow down this Trickster and Yeah, and Images. Yeah, Images getting locked down pretty hard. Exhaust goes down. Double kill going over to Young J 808. And now he looks to go try to pick up a kill into Besu, it looks like.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. You know, Yasuo has been roaming the map the entire time, and he was in the right place at the right time. Besu, unfortunately, is going to go down to this 3-man dive.
Yeah, Shockwave is up, but he's not even going to use it. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there's no point. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It wouldn't... Yeah, it didn't help him really that much at all.
So Punahou picking up another turret here. 1 turret to 3, widening that gold gap as well. And also 8 kills to 14 in their favor.
Yeah, they're in a very dominant situation right now. Their Yasuo is quite fed at 514. Yeah, the Static Shiv, BF Sword, 2 Doran's Blade, and his Berserker Greaves. He's in a good situation right now.
Yeah, and that's one of the main goals with getting a Yasuo on your side. You get him fed hard, because I think he can carry a lot better than the fed Cassidon. As we're proving it right now, his roam is even a little bit better. I think it was just a little bit unfamiliar territory on the Cassidon last game. Yasuo not banned near as much. There's reason to practice him, and yeah, we're seeing him do some work on the Yasuo.
Absolutely. X-Fantastic and Dick Nixon kind of trading blows up top. Blue Gina thinking about coming top lane, but there's almost no choice, or no reason. She is going to run into Yasuo in the river, but that's just going to lead to nothing. It's just going to lead to nothing.
So even after the towers are gone, top lane can still be that way. And that pink ward just reaching the edge there. There's a solar flare not hitting anybody, but Images in a bad situation. Gonna be locked down, getting dragon kicked as well. He's gonna try to get the Vayne mechanics out, but there's a little bit too much pressure there. And now Trickstar, I don't think this is gonna happen here. Tempest gonna slow him down. Swedish just gonna pick up a kill. Actually, Young J 808 gonna pick up a kill there. Meanwhile, on top lane, same story as usual. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel like the Punahou is definitely focusing down this bottom lane a lot more. I guess they might have saw how well Images performed last game, and they're like, well, I guess we should just lock him down forever. Fortunately, Blue Gina is getting kind of caught out with Young J 808. Besu came in to help, and it looks like they're just going to retreat back into their side of the map.
Yeah, not really much happening here.
Not necessarily. Some skirmishes, but...
Dragon's going to be up in about a minute. I'm sure something will happen there. I mean... Punahou's they've been winning every team fight here, and they're looking to bring this out to a game number 3. And there's a little aggression on Fantastic, but Young J 808, he knows what he's doing on Lee Sin, does pretty well. And actually, I'd like to point out there's a Black Cleaver coming out from top lane Renekton, so he's going to be trying to shred some of that armor on McKinley. As we pointed out, it's pretty much all AD on Punahou, so. I mean, natural response, build armor on that, so they're going to try to shred some of that.
Yeah, no, naturally, yeah. There's a lot of armor coming down. There's our Randuins, there's, Wardens, there's a Chain Vest. It's a natural response to a team that's literally just composed of AD assassins.
Yeah, essentially. And, I mean, not to mention, you also had the last breath from Yasuo that gives him that armor penetration afterward. So I don't think armor is going to be too big of a factor here. Dick Nixon has been split pushing this entire time, though. Dragon is up right now, though, and there's nobody from McKinley to contest it.
Not at all. They're not even going to try this time.
Dick Nixon has been attracted a little bit too much attention on the top lane there. Blue Gina gonna land the cocoon. Dragon over the wall from Fantastic. Dick Nixon has an ignite on him, and Blue Gina does pick it up. Get the execute from the spider form, but Dragon did go over to Punahou.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to rotate down, try to get this bottom tower as well. Since most of the McKinley is up top lane, they are going to have to push this lane a little bit. Yeah.
Yasuo! There you go.
Is that what he screams? He screams his own name like a Pokemon?
I have no idea. That would be amazing if they had a...
That'd be the greatest.
That would be awesome, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like like a Pokemon, man. Like Bulbasaur over here.
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur?
I used to see skins for like little custom skins that you can like load into the image files of League of Legend folder on your drive. Like,
oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Like one of my friends put like a Pikachu one for Kinnan, so he like run around as an electric ball and he's like yellow and crap like that. It's funny.
Oh, it looks like Young J 808.
yeah, Young J 808. There's the proc onto from the last breath on the dragon kick, but yeah, Yasuo being caught in a bad situation. Shutdown going over to Blue Gina. And Image is trying to pick up another kill onto young 808, and actually does get it with a third Silver Bolt proc. So it was that was Punahou getting caught out just a little bit out of position and paying for it with 2 shutdowns.
Yeah, 2 shutdowns. One going to Images is really going to help McKinley out. Sure. It looks like they're going to try to contest this middle turret.
Yeah, and they have all the power to do it right now as Smiter NA and Young J 808 are down. But they have quite a bit of protection on it too. They're going to be driven back. Images, I mean, they don't really have much in the way of a turret siege from McKinley, but I mean, with 2 members down from Punahou, it's going to be hard to really contest it.
Punahou!
Punahou. Why did I say Punahou? Stupid.
I don't know.
Either way, last breath. Going down from Smiter NA. We thought he died. He came back. That's the story of the Rift. Fantastic. Dragoning in. Gonna take down Smiter NA. Now Twittis on the back foot here, backpedaling, and Punahou kind of losing this one here. Double kill going over too. Fantastic. Young J 808, the only one left. Besuo is with him.
I honestly don't know if you're saying Punahou on purpose now, or
it's Punahou.
I mean,
it's Punahou.
It is Punahou.
I don't know if I'm just
Punahou.
So, I kind of said it on purpose. I said it on purpose that time.
Okay, all right.
No, I totally did say it on purpose.
I just don't know whether or not you're like.
It's Punahou. It's Punahou. I got it.
All right. Whew, all right. Young J 808. I don't even know what he's doing. He's just kind of hanging out, trying to take a blue buff or something,
trying
man.
to waste time. I think he can duel. Fantastic, no problem here. Although he misses Sonic Wave, so or Sonic Coconut, I should say, and that's gonna.
Oh, I don't think he can. Yeah. That was unfortunate for him.
Yeah, he needed to hit that Sonic Wave.
And it looks like, you know, McKinley is kind of centering up top lane, getting their buffs. I think, yes, Besu got our blue buff. Red buff is not up yet for McKinley.
Yeah, just going back to square one here, really, pretty much.
A little bit, yeah.
And I was wondering, okay, so they do have the option of pausing here. This is a tournament draft. There it is.
Well, the game has been unpaused with Sergeant Slaughter, not Sergeant Slaughter, just Slaughter.
I love wrestling. Oh my god.
I love wrestling. You guys, don't blame me. It's Sergeant Slaughter, all right?
You puke. Oh my god, I could go on for days. I won't start that. Yeah, it's Slaughter.
It's Slaughter, not Sergeant. He's not a sergeant. He's not in the army. He's just Slaughter. No, I love wrestling so much. I named my cat Macho Man Randy Savage.
I named my dog, my Chihuahua, Jose Mysterio.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's significantly better. Mysterio, man. That guy's nuts.
Mr.
Anyways.
Mysterio. Yeah.
Back to League of Legends, not wrestling. Boy, we should have kept on wrestling. There's not a lot happening. Looks like people are trying to form bottom lane or something. There's about 4 people from McKinley going bottom lane. Though they might just be separating now.
Yeah, Dragon's going to be up in about a minute. They might be looking around just to kind of secure ward coverage, although they already have it, but they might just look to sweep out any wards, anything like that. As I mean, Leona's sweeper, I think it is up. The graphic is honestly kind of hard to tell if it is up or not. Can't even tell. I think it is up. Pretty sure it's up.
Yes, I think Punahou was they're looking to clear Baron. Maybe they might actually form on it soon. Dragon is up in 40 seconds though, so they might want to be going for that.
Yeah, so it's always interesting coming back from a long pause like that, because you have to wonder, like, the team's strategizing. Like LCS, like, you can't really talk to anybody or anything like that, but in here you obviously can. You can tell. I mean, you can't move around your screen or anything like that, but like, you can, I don't know, you can strategize, you can talk about, hey, what's this guy doing, things like that. It's interesting to see, anytime there's a long pause like that, what's going to happen afterward, immediately afterward.
You think just, like, very calculated, precise movements to,
yeah,
like, different parts of the map, like they know exactly where they're going.
Yeah, and
I can see that.
Spectator mode doesn't really help that much, because, I mean, they could have looked on our spectate mode, which is very BM for anybody doing it. There's a Sonic Coconut being missed, but very BM if anyone does that. But I mean, nothing really too telling was there, because I think everybody had vision of everyone, and you can't move around screen in spectate mode. There's young J 808, getting a little aggressive on Blue Gina, but not really paying off there.
Looks like they are going to go for the dragon at this point.
Yeah, there's really not much else to contest here. I don't think they're in a shape to fight Baron right now. No turrets are being pushed. Waves are pretty even, except for in that mid lane, as McKinley's mid wave is pushed up quite a bit into the turret. But yeah, here comes the repel in. We're Smiter in A. Taking down Blue Gina. No one else followed up on Blue Gina there. There was a great shockwave, but it's not going to really do too much. Double kill going over to War Smiter in A. And they're just going to clean this up now. Punahou. Yeah.
That was unfortunate.
They picked
Blue
there,
Gina, I'm not too sure what happened.
I'm not sure. Yeah, looks like he went over
She repelled, and then nothing.
Yeah, maybe try to go zone out. Zone out for Smiter in A, but just ended up zoning out herself and then dying. And now Punahou's gonna take out that mid lane turret.
Yeah, and then they might be gravitating towards Baron, though I don't think they're at the health to take it. Though Dick Nixon could probably tank Baron for quite a long time.
Yeah, Dick Nixon should be able to. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. And a frozen, I'd like to point out on Blue Gina, a frozen heart was picked up. But one of her biggest disadvantages right now is that she's not having enough health to sustain through these fights. So I'm not really agreeing with that frozen heart. I think it would have been better off as a Randowins right now.
Yeah.
And there's a Slaughter gonna try to keep everyone away and back. And try to. Oh, he got it! The execute from the Baron got it. And there's a Solar Flare coming down. This could be a turnaround for McKinley right now. Images does take down Dick Nixon. Tweetus taking out Gina. There's the last breath coming out over the wall. We're Smiter in A able to take out Images. That's a big part of their damage down for McKinley. And there's a double kill going down at yeah, I'll say Shyvana, fantastic, able to end that onslaught. But I mean, the Baron was stolen. The gold went over to McKinley. So I mean, that was a huge swing. I don't know if it's going to make a huge difference overall, but that was a fantastic steal from Blue Gina.
Yeah, no, that was incredible. Blue Gina totally made up for her mistake last team fight by totally just taking that Baron. It was pretty clutch of her, and then kind of turning that fight around. It was a 3 for 3, so could have been a little bit better. But no, that was great. And Baron Gold will definitely help them try to get back into this game.
Yeah, there wasn't enough peel on that afterward. And actually, there was a Baron and the Dragon going over to McKinley, so they're getting some gold back in their favor, closing that gap from 6K to only 4K. So they're trying to get back in this game. But yeah, in that team fight after the Baron steal, no one was really peeling for Images, and where Smiter NA was able just to dash over to him and pretty much destroy him.
Yeah, no, Punahou has definitely been focusing on Images as much as possible. You want to do that with any Vayne, but they've definitely been kind of gunning for him the entire time. Which is a little unfortunate. He is getting red buff, though, so hopefully that'll help him with his kiting a little bit.
Yeah, he has the GA now. GA completed. It's going to help him out in team fights quite a bit, but there's also a GA on Worst Smiter NA, which is going to be pretty huge for him, because he's their main damage on Punahou. I mean, I guess you say Young J 808's got quite a bit of damage to himself, but I think it's mostly just the execute from his Resonating Strike. A lot of the damage coming out from Worst Smiter NA with those this devastating last breath from the knock-up of Slaughter.
Yeah, no, him being able to just jump in, take a bunch of damage, and most likely die, and then just get resurrected is huge for Worst Smiter NA. That GA was definitely a great item to build.
Oh, that's a... So Ezreal's actually going to be a blue build Ezreal after the Bloodthirster has the tier. I think, is that a late tier? Yeah, I know that tier's been proccing quite a bit. Actually, the tier was remade a little bit. You get the mana from skills, but also it gives you 1 mana, I think, like every 6 seconds. 8
seconds.
Yeah, 8 seconds. So it fills itself up quite fast now, and has that Iceborne Gauntlet. I'm actually not really sure. He hasn't had too much difficulty peeling for himself or anything like that. I don't really think the Iceborne Gauntlet was needed with this team, but we'll see how it turns out for him. I mean, he's obviously in a good position in this game.
Yeah, both teams just kind of pushing their lanes, mostly mid. Looks like they're starting to spread out now to each of their individual lanes in jungle, picking up some buffs. McKinley, though, is kind of sticking as a team, sticking as 5 instead of spreading out. It's a little awkward, but they're spreading out now, you know. Trying to spread the gold, spread the love a little bit.
I don't know if Punahou wants to go in. I mean, there's only 2 members with Baron on McKinley, but that might be enough for them to actually want to kind of just wait it out a little bit. There's a Banshee's Veil on. I said that that cloak was going to go onto into a Banshee's Veil or into a Spirit Visage, but actually opted to get the Banshee's Veil to negate like a cocoon or any kind of ability from McKinley. So I mean, either one's a good pickup. I guess Spirit Visage more of a laning item, not really in lane anymore. 35 minutes.
Yeah. I wouldn't call this laning phase anymore.
Yeah, the laning phase has been gone for a while. But a lot of armor. There's actually a GA being picked up from Fantastic as well. So GA is being made all across the on a few members here. I won't say all across the board, yeah, but a few members here. 2 members of the game, 1 on Punahou, and yeah, a lot of armor. I think this armor stacking is going to start paying off for them. They can just keep pushing this. McKinley may be able to bring this one back.
Yeah, definitely. If they get to late game, get enough items, like, you know, armor pen can only do so much until, you know, there's just too much armor at that point. Yeah, and it looks like they're all bot lane. Uh-oh.
Gonna be a little bit of contention here. Everyone is bot lane. They're gonna defend this bot lane inner turret, and they're gonna try to poke down with Ezreal Qs, Ezreal mystic shots.
Yeah, Blue Gina also has a good poke though with her spiderlings. She's able to just throw one of those out every so often. Yeah, as well as Orianna Ball. You know, there's a lot of poke on both teams really.
Yeah, and there's really nothing in the way of magic resist besides that Banshee's Veil on Big Nixon over on Punahou. So I mean, the spiders are going to be hurting, considering she does have a Haunting Guise as well. So yeah, it's going to be hurting, and it's also interesting to note that Besu has a Void Staff. I don't really think it was needed, because like I said, not really much in the way. I guess you have the GA on Worst Smiter NA, but that's about it.
Yeah, the magic pen is kind of an awkward choice there. Most of actually Punahou is just going for straight up damage really, or GAs, but most of them are just building damage. Yeah. Except for Alistar, who has a Locket of Iron Solari, which is a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, Locket of Iron Solari very good for any kind of support, especially someone like a protector like Alistar, because he can proc that, activate it rather, I guess I should say, and protect his carries just a little bit longer, But yeah, like you said, Punahou going pretty much straight damage, and that's why I feel like the late game is going to favor McKinley. It's getting to be around 40 minutes, approaching the 38-minute mark right now. Like I said, I think the longer this goes, the more it'll favor McKinley. Baron and Dragon are both going to be up in about 40 seconds, so this is going to be an interesting turn of events soon.
Yeah.
And
well, soon. You know, whenever this pause is over. He isn't really building anything in the way of armor, except for the Iceborne Gauntlet. But aside from that, it'll be just damage for him. Yeah. Though he isn't building the Triforce. I'd like to point out, decided not to get that.
Yeah, opted for the Iceborne Gauntlet in the tier, so he's going to be stacking that tier into the Muramana, and trying to pack a huge punch with his mana pool. See how it works out for him. Like I said, I usually see more Triforce. The Bloodthirsters going into the Triforce.
Yeah, the Triforce is definitely the more popular build lately.
Well, it gives a huge amount of damage, but it also speeds you up, which, I mean, you can kind of call it essentially like the Iceborne Gauntlet, except it speeds you up rather than slows them down. The Iceborne Gauntlet is AoE, but you get a lot more damage out of the Triforce. We'll see. Like I said,
you do.
See how it works out. Dragon, Baron, both up, but it looks like there's going to be some contention in this mid lane here, although Punahou, my bad.
Punahou. Punahou is,
I caught it
looks like they're going for Dragon. Yeah, no, you did. You're very quick on that.
Oh, yes. Good job, Fekkas. Dick Nixon here, being caught out a little bit. Missed dodging the cocoon, though, so it's not going to be caught out too much, although these Silver Bolt procs are going to be doing a lot of damage, as it does have that last Whisperer now. There's Sonic Coconut landed on the Fantastic. Looks like there might be a team fight here. There's a knock-up onto... that wasn't on the knock-up. There's a last Whisperer knock-up on that. I don't think it wanted it to. Dick Nixon does take out Besuo, though. And, yeah, Twit is going to clean up here, and that's going to be probably more likely a game going over to Punahou.
That seems like it. Worst Smiter NA GA getting procced. X Fantastic is going to go down, unfortunately, to the entire team of Punahou. They're probably going to just push in mid, I would expect.
Yeah, I mean, look at the ultimates on McKinley. There's still the Dragon Form and the Shockwave. Those were not used in that team fight, and I think they were caught completely off guard. And the knockup from Slaughter and then the last Whisper on Besu, I don't know why I call him Besu. It's Besu. Kept him from using the Shockwave. Completely destroyed him, and that took out a lot of the magic damage from McKinley. And they've been building. Punahou is been building armor, so just get rid of that magic damage. You have resistance against everything else.
Absolutely, and they're gonna push into the Nexus here, and that's gonna be game 2. It looks like we're gonna be going to game 3 with McKinley versus Punahou.